Arsenal used to do it all the time. Go out and get that superstar player. You don't even need him, though, but we're going to go and get him to appease the fans. Tottenham have done the same thing
But
now
in
with
Tottenham's
Bale.
defence,
So naturally, it's been a fairly glorious transfer window for Chelsea, but arguably the biggest signing in this window is Gareth Bale. Did anyone see that one coming?
Is it really the biggest signing, though?
That's
He's
what
for
I was
Tottenham.
going to say.
Yeah, the man, that's the only thing big going down there, blood.
It's a
That's done out
Galactico.
here.
It's a Galactico coming back to the Premier
I
League.
hate a Galactico.
Yeah,
Someone
a Galactico
who-
doesn't
he's not
even
a
get into
Galactico
the team,
anymore.
blood.
You can't call him that.
Yeah, he's not. A Galactico is like a Ronaldo, a Zidane, a Raul, a Figo.
He's done
not a
big
Galactico,
things there.
blood.
Gareth
Gareth
Bale's coming
Bale.
back as the most decorated British
Yeah.
player to ever leave these shores.
He-
And that's a big signing for Tottenham.
Gareth Bale for Spurs right now is great for them. Like Jose said, there's other clubs' boxes, and because Tottenham don't win nothing and they're not a big club, we have our box.
Yeah, no, no, yeah.
So that is them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Nando's FC, blood. Let's get that
Bale is Tottenham's probably biggest ever player.
Yeah.
in. Yeah, facts.
Can I ask
Yeah,
you a
facts,
question
that's real.
about Gareth
Like,
Bale?
Tottenham fans might be sitting there laughing and saying, "Well, we had Gaza." And we had,
They-
I'm
You
not
put
saying
him on a
that,
level
but
of, yeah,
in terms of
a
superstar
Gaza,
and all of that.
Klinsmann.
Yeah.
He's on that level for
He's on
Tottenham.
the
So
level.
obviously, it's like when Rory came back to Arsenal for the little month.
Yeah, that
Little
goal
2
against
months.
Leeds, wasn't it?
Donny's not even fit yet, blood. You understand? Donny's
They brought
Bale's
him back
not even
injured.
Alive? They brought him injured, blood. That's so Spursy, blood.
Yeah.
You understand? You go get your best player ever, but you get him half fit.
But are people, especially Spurs fans, are they just thinking about the Gareth Bale that they had last
That's
time?
what I'm saying,
And is
bro.
that why they're rating him so high? Because
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, as a neutral, I'm excited to see Bale because it's Gareth Bale. But it's like if Luis Suarez comes back, now you think of his last season at Liverpool. Boss, and he'd still do bits. But to say that he's going to reach that high,
I've been judging Gareth Bale off of the
I'm with
Nations
James.
League, mate. That's because that's the only time he plays for Wales.
Yeah. Like, you're going into a team with Mourinho, blood. Mourinho will play him at left back and he'll play Rugolong at left wing, blood.
Okay, here's
You
one-
understand?
here's one for you,
Regula,
though.
whatever his name is, blood.
Kane, Son, Bale as front
Yeah, if
three.
it fires,
That's
it can
intimidating, right? That's
If they
Cause trouble.
play.
Yeah.
It
If
can
they play.
cause trouble.
Yeah.
It can cause trouble, and that's the thing. I don't think his body will be able to last the whole
That's
season.
the
I
thing.
could be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
But seeing that injury record, I think he's had 13. I was reading he's had like 13.
Yeah, he's been chopped
big
up,
injuries.
blood.
And I'm just like coming back to the Premier League, tough
Intensity.
league, intense league, and I personally just think that he will end up with another injury at some stage. He might play well for 4 or 5 games, and he's
Yeah.
got a bit of a thigh strain out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then he might play again for another 3
Yeah.
games out of a groin strain. I can just see that kind of stop-start momentum for him. I could be completely
Do
wrong.
you know
that's
what?
my
Right? I think that from a Tottenham perspective, so if I was a Tottenham fan,
You'd be stressed.
I think it was a good. I'd look at this signing and think it's a brilliant signing.
Of course.
What I wouldn't necessarily think, if my loyalties were to lie with Gareth Bale, I'd think, what are you doing? This to me reeks of a lack of ambition.
Yeah.
Why is Gareth Bale a player who I rate so highly that I'm saying, he can come into
Do you
his
still
team? to-
rate him how
I
you
do. I
like,
think he
when
could.
he left that level?
He's not
Because that level he was
You
like.
can't
he's
say
not
he's
at
that level. You cannot.
Because he hasn't been active.
I think
That's
that-
what-
recently.
my point.
But you still got to say
he's
he's
a
still a
good
good
player.
Do you know what they've got him for?
Yeah.
They've got him they've got him to appease the fans. They've got him for shirt sales. That's why they got him. They need something like Arsenal used to do it all the time. Go out and get that superstar player. You don't even need him though, but we're gonna go and get him to appease the fans. Tottenham have done the same thing.
But
now
in
with
Tottenham's
Bale.
defence, when you're saying it's a lack of ambition, yeah. I see it from Tottenham's eyes a bit because, and Gareth Bale's. One, all right, cool. He's probably finished all the golf courses there are to do over that part of the world. Done. You know what I mean? I'm surprised he didn't go to Portugal and go to Algarve and do that. They've got good golfing holidays. But he wants to come back to somewhere where he feels loved. Do you think about how he's been disrespected at Real Madrid? Like, not enough respect put them on his name. He's won a lot of trophies for them. And in the big games, the semi-finals or the finals, he has produced the goods.
No doubt.
I remember, what was it? The
Copa del Rey.
Where he ran off the pitch. Round
amazing.
Dani Alves, was it?
Absolutely
Yeah, but when-
amazing.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just talking about in terms of their fabric.
Yeah.
They're just quick to disregard him over there and get out Bale.
But
and
look
all
at
this stuff.
Makelele.
But where he's
They
coming
just
back
put
to from
everyone.
a Spurs point of view, they love him. He's very fond of Spurs because they put him on and gave him the opportunity to go and flourish and become an even better player. He's going to be loved instantly.
but
And they're in
that's-
a transition period. He's gone back to there and he's top dog.
But you're talking about adoration. So if he wants adoration, that's sweet. But that's why I think it's a lack of ambition, because you're suggesting that the adoration is why he's coming back. I think that Gareth Bale is good enough to be playing in the Champions League. And the fact that he's gone to Tottenham, a club who aren't in the Champions League, is
But would people
representative of a
have
lack of
taken that
ambition.
risk?
It feels a bit flashy, doesn't it? But I see what Troopz is saying in the terms that Gareth Bale he's an injury-prone player. And he's going into a team, as we know from the Spurs documentary, that doesn't usually get too lucky with injuries and stuff like that. So from a tactical point of view, and looking at it from that perspective, is it that smart? You're paying at least 300k a week to fill his wages because Real Madrid are paying the other half. And then on top of that, you've got to have him play. So you've got Kane, you've got Son, but when they're not available, you obviously want Gareth Bale to be there, but how often does Gareth Bale come? On his day, one of the best players in the world.
I just think it's a 50-50 gamble.
On his day,
I think
one of the
No.
best. I think
No. All right, maybe 60-40, but what I'm saying is that I think Spurs are within their rights to think, I'll tell you what though, get him on a year's loan, all right, we'll have to pay the wages, whatever. If we can get him fit, like you said, if Kane, Son and Bale are all fit, and Bale's had 5 to 10 games under his belt and he's looking good, defences do have a problem. Don't get that twisted.
Is he going to get
I
to
think
that?
he'll get fit.
Is he going to get to that
Stay
level?
fit for long
Because
enough.
he's had it easy in Madrid. He's had it easy playing matches
he
as
hasn't
well.
even been playing.
No
But he's
one's
not-
crunching him. He don't even play. Man's out there doing golf. Now you're coming into the most intense league.
Yeah.
But that's
Right now.
partly why he's not been fit, because he knows that he's not welcome there. He knows that the motivation for Gareth Bale to get to that top
You're at
level.
Real Madrid. You don't need motivation.
But as always, we want to know, who do you think, what player arrived at your club that you were most excited about? Was there a player that arrived and totally changed the landscape? Please comment below, let us know. We'll all be in the comments having a look at who you say. And if you haven't yet, please click the subscribe button.